did.
As of 9 o'clock on the 13th, wasn't it October 13th? Every employee that was a Ralph's member was told to leave the store. They closed the store for what, half an hour to 45 minutes, and they reopened it with scabs. We are not allowed to cross into a Ralph's store.
Normally, do they block the truck?
Yeah, they're supposed to, they can do that for up to about 15 seconds.
We're striking against Vaughn's Grocery Company for the contract they offered us less in pensions, two-tiered page rate, higher, new employees working at a fraction of our wage, decrease of job security, elimination of pension funding and health care funding.
Vaughn's went on strike at 10:30 on the 11th, Saturday night. Ralph's and Albertsons said, a strike against one is a strike against all, so we're going to lock all of our employees out the next morning. By 9 o'clock, you all have to be out of the store. Vaughn's is the only one technically that can go back to work and cross a picket line, even though with the union that's not legal. Yeah, kosher with the union. But they are the only ones who are able to go back into the store and say, I am no longer dealing with the union, I want to work. Ralph's and Albertsons do not have a choice.
I, as a Ralph's employee, have been on a lockout for 12 weeks.
81 days today.
They struck against Vaughn's, and the company said a strike against one is a strike against all, so Albertsons and Vaughn's chose to lock out their employees.
How long have you been out here?
12 weeks.
They're talking about shifting $1 billion a year onto employees.
Well, in the beginning, initially, I absolutely, even though it was a shock to have to leave the store without a whole lot of notice, I still felt that that we were out here for a good cause, and it was power in numbers, all of us being together. There was a lot of solidarity going on, and so we were very much caught up in that. And now, as the weeks have passed, I still very adamant about staying out here. I'm out here for the duration, but I've learned something a little bit different about this. That it's not necessarily about us as a store, a community. It's about myself and my own integrity and lifestyle. And I see a big picture here that's very disturbing, and I think that we're supposed to stand up to this. I just feel that this is something far more important than just being without a job for a while.
They're talking about shifting $1 billion a year onto employees.
In their hearts, yes. In their habits, maybe not.
People that cross the line to shop, it's all about them. They tend to be people that are more interested in themselves than pretty much anything else, and that's why they're there. That's why they do cross, because it doesn't matter to them until it affects them directly, and it will eventually, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. They might say, oh, wait a minute, we shouldn't have crossed the grocer's picket line, because there were, a grassroots attempt to, change things in this country.
I think all people are really behind us. You look at an Albertsons here, the parking lot is basically empty, where they're going to Ralph's because it's a safe zone for them to shop. Their parking lot is packed, so therefore I think that we are having an impact on them. There are a lot of good people. They realize that what is happening to us, they could be next. If they're a blue-collar worker in America, they know that they have to work hard and earn everything that they get. They have to fight to have good health benefits, have good pension plans, and I think that they're all watching.
Who's next? It's not just about union labor here, it's about everybody in America. If the healthcare costs go up for everybody, then the standard of living for everybody goes down. It's not just about union labor, it's about all labor. Until there were unions, women were sexually harassed at work, and children were working in sweatshops. And it's important. It's important to have somebody on labor's side. You know, some people cross the line and they say because they don't like unions. Well, it's not about unions, it's about people.
Well, it isn't just the scabs, it would be any new hires. It's going to take 37 months before the companies will fund into their pension plan, so for them to gain any retirement benefits. So of course at the end of 37 months, they're gone, they bring in new people, so then they don't even have to fund into that plan either, which of course is going to take away from all of us who are soon to retire, because there'll be nothing in the plan.
How soon did you create a pension plan with the corporation?
I am, right from day one it started.
It's not just, okay, well fine, no problem, I'll go to another store. We're talking about inconvenience, some products they don't have at other stores where they have at our stores. There's special dietary needs that we supply and other stores don't. So it's a real hard question. I sympathize with customers and ultimately myself. But
In a normal situation, all Americans shop, whether they like the store or not, to the closest store nearest their home because of convenience. They may not like the people there, they may not like the service there, they may not like some of the products, but it's easy.
You know, I don't think it's completely selfish. I think a lot of times it's just convenience. You know, it's a selfish thing. You know, it's a selfish thing. But by the same token, people are in patterns and they're used to shopping in a certain place. And some people go in a few times and they'll come out and say it's not the same in there without you. Well, you're going in shopping in there. As long as you're supporting that, it's going to stay that way.
We get $40 a day for 6 hours of picketing, and we can do up to 6 days a week, but that is only until the money is in the fund with which to pay us. And our union just took out a loan on the building for $1 million in order to keep the strike fund supported so that we people will have something to live with. And however, this is our particular local. Some of the other locals in our area are running out of money, and they have been cut back to only $4 hours a day.
Personally, in this store, our store manager is a great guy and he supports us 100%, but he's between a rock and a hard spot, you know.
They have no consideration sometimes for other people in the parking lot where they drive fast through here. We've had one man almost run over a lady and her dog and then get mad at me because I asked him to slow down.
Oh, you know, it's the get a job thing. The get a job kills me. I've been here, worked here for 28 years. You know, I've had a job and, you know, I'm fighting to keep it. You know, so it kind of angers you. But like I said, there's so much positive from other people that it kind of makes up for it.
Well, we had one man one night in the rain. We're out here picketing and it's cold and rainy, and he deliberately drove through the parking lot and went through it twice to come back and splash the water on us and then laugh about it. You know, that we don't deserve that. We're out here just doing what we need to do.
One of the things that people say is it's not the get a job thing as much as it is that you ask them what they do for a living and they will not tell you, because chances are they don't need to worry about it. They don't need to worry about their health care or their funds because they've got it taken care of.